video. This is just going to be a couple of minutes. I haven't made a video, especially a live one, in a while. I thought I would do that. And any of my friends or family who are actually up at this time, I do have friends in different places all over the world, so if you happen to be over in Asia somewhere this time of day, it'll be much better for you than it is for most everyone else. It's 5 o'clock, 5:05 actually, in the evening, and I'm in Nagoya, Japan, and I was hoping the sunset would look a little nicer, but maybe right now it's a little cloudy over here. Most of the sky is clear, but kind of on the horizon over there from where I'm sitting outside my hotel window, it's a little cloudy, so there's not too much to see. And I'm in a very small hotel room. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cold, so it's something I've been fighting for like a week. Usually when I don't get stuff like this very often, but when I do, it tends to stick around for a while. But anyway, I've got my matcha latte. It will keep me warm and make me feel nicer, maybe. Anyway, I just wanted to say a few things. I've been to Nagoya a few times, and I'm not an expert on Nagoya, and I'm definitely not an expert on much of anything, but even Japan itself. This is my 14th time to Japan, and I've lived in Japan for short periods of time, and I've visited here many times over the past 5 years or so. And as I've come back to Nagoya a few times, and through Nagoya, because I've been through Nagoya to go to a friend's concert one time from Tokyo, and another time I went through Nagoya to go to Kyoto and some other places, but a couple of other times, including this time, I just stayed in Nagoya and looked around here. And now, unfortunately, because I have a little bit of a cold over the past couple of days, I just got here yesterday, and I'm only going to be here for 4 days, but during this time I'm not going to do too much. But I would like to tell you some impressions of Nagoya that I have. And I've had some friends, even some of my Chinese friends who want to come to Japan or who have already been to Japan. When I mention I'm coming here, they think that there's nothing for them to do here. But I've traveled with my Chinese friends several times now, and what I've noticed is a lot of them like to go shopping. They like to go buy things. And obviously, they don't just like to shop, but even the guys tend to buy stuff for their wives or their girlfriends or the colleagues or whatever. And so it's very common for them to buy stuff. So if you're wanting to buy, face masks and beauty products and things like that, I know if you're a guy, you're probably thinking, I don't care about any of that. Yeah, but as soon as a girl finds out that you're coming here, she's probably going to want to get you to buy stuff. She's going to ask you to buy stuff. Regardless, I think, of who she is, she realizes there's a lot of high quality stuff and some really amazing things here, a wide variety of things. And they'll probably ask you to buy something, especially if she's Chinese. My girlfriend happens to be Chinese, and of course, as soon as she found out I was going, she told me there were a few things she wanted. She told me that way before I even got here, so I already knew what she wanted, and I picked those things up already. But actually, you can see some of my bags over here. This is from Yodobashi Camera, and actually I stopped in here to get a cable for my computer, because even though my computer is a Japanese computer, and the plug is basically the same type of plug you would use in America, it doesn't work on all plugs in China. And so when I was in China, I bought a different plug, but whenever I came here, that plug doesn't work. So I had to go to Yodobashi Camera to buy another plug. But anyway, that's beside the point. What I was going to say is, if you're really looking to do something like this, which is, go shopping for, this is a Starbucks gift for one of my friends in China. You can see in here I've got lots and lots of beauty masks, and a lot of these are to make your face lighter, make it whiter, and some of these are just to close your pores, to make your skin look smoother or whatever. I guess it's an appearance thing the girls like. If you're coming here if you're coming to Japan just mostly to buy stuff like this, man, these things are heavy. It's 14 face masks in there. It's kind of heavy. But if you're looking to buy cosmetics and stuff like that, or electronics or whatever, you can do that just as easily here in Nagoya as you can do anywhere else. And actually, I feel like shopping in Nagoya is definitely more laid back less busy, and easier to find things. That's what I feel, just from my experience. And today, I wasn't looking around too hard. I was just kind of walking around. I know some of the main name brand places, like this place is called The Loft. I found that The Loft has a lot of the face masks that the girls are looking for that are harder to find in other places. So keep that in mind if you're looking for some beauty stuff that is more popular and harder to find. As far as other things, obviously Nagoya is not as huge and busy as a place like Tokyo. So no, I will say this: Osaka. Even though I haven't been to Osaka yet, the main reason I haven't gone there is because just from talking with my Japanese friends and others who've actually been there, and as well as what I read online, Osaka is more of a modern place and has a lot of modern things, and maybe also foreign restaurants and foreign places and foreigners, and its focus is more kind of modern. I'm not so into that. I get enough of that when I go to Tokyo, but even a place like Nagoya has a lot of modern things and modern shopping or whatever, and some lots of modern buildings. But Nagoya offers some history and historical places and parks and gardens, and of course Tokyo does. But there's some other places where I've seen some really amazing gardens, like in Takamatsu. When I was in Takamatsu, they have a really beautiful garden there. So far it's my favorite garden. It's just really well kept, and it feels a lot bigger than what it is. Whenever you're actually there and you're walking around, they've got several points set up to where when you go up, you can get some really beautiful shots. It's just really nice, and I plan on going back there one day. But most of the stuff that I've seen in Nagoya, as far as the sites, you go to the tower and some other places, the sites are not expensive. It's a lot of the things you want to do and see here. The prices are low. It doesn't take long to get there. A lot of these places you can walk to. You don't even have to take the train. I haven't taken the train once since I arrived from the airport, even though I don't feel too good, because most of the places I want to go, it says if I take the train, maybe it's 20 minutes or maybe it's 18 minutes, but if I walk, it's like 22. And I think, nah, it doesn't really matter to me. I'll just walk, and so I just take my time and walk. So these are some of the differences I've noticed between a lot of other places I've been in Japan versus in Nagoya. The main cities I've been in Japan, you could say, are Fukuoka, Hiroshima. Technically, I was in Kobe, but I can't talk about Kobe because I was only in the station and around that area. I didn't really look around the city. I planned to. I was hoping to do that from here, because from Nagoya you can get some real cheap deals on seeing some nearby places like Nara, which is known for deer. Nara, for those of you who missed that, but and in Kobe and some other places that are not too far, they can actually help. Oh, maybe this can make the picture brighter. Let's see. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Okay, yeah. I've got my computer on here, but I had the brightness down, so now you can see me a little better. But anyway, so it depends on what you're looking for, I think, because I feel like because Nagoya is centrally located, if you get a JR pass, you can hit as many of the cities you want from here. It's kind of a central point. Now, the reason I think that's good is because there are several locations not far from here, like Kobe and Nara and Kyoto. These areas are really great. I like Kyoto. I plan on going back because at that time I didn't get to see everything I wanted to see. They've got several famous places there that are really cool. It's not very difficult to get there from here. Just hop on the train. So that's the thing. Here it's quieter, I think. It has a lot of the modern conveniences that you would expect from a typical Japanese city. It has all the main shopping places that you would expect in a typical Japanese city. You could say in some ways it's like a scaled down version of Tokyo. It has a mixture of historical things and modern things, which I appreciate. That's the main reason I like Tokyo, is because it's got strong modern stuff and at the same time historical things. The castle here is amazing. It's very wonderful. I'm going to go over and see it again tomorrow. I haven't been back. I was only there for a couple of hours a few years ago, but I plan on going back tomorrow and taking a look at it. But anyway, tonight I think that I'm gonna go see a Dragon Ball movie, because I really want to check out some more Christmas lights in some different areas, but I want to give myself a little more time to relax and try to recover before I go out into the cold air again and do a lot of walking. So I'm hoping that tonight I can relax, watch a movie, finish some writing that I'm doing on my computer here at the hotel, and then get to bed early, get some more good sleep tonight like I did last night. And then tomorrow I can kind of spend the day just looking around at places because I've already done pretty much all the shopping that I need to do. I didn't plan to get too much stuff, just a few Christmas gifts for friends and some beauty supplies for some friends, colleagues, and my girlfriend, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to go to the post office and see if I can mail something to my daughter from here, because I think, who doesn't like getting something from abroad, especially from Japan. And then whenever I get back to China, I'll send something to her from China too. So she'll be getting stuff from 2 different countries. That's pretty cool. But anyway, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I'm actually going to be here for 2 more days, about a day and a half more. Friday, today's Wednesday, it's Wednesday evening. Friday morning, I'll be going back to China. And if you happen to make any comments or questions on Nagoya while I'm here, feel free to do that, and I'll try to find out for you. If I don't know, then I'll just tell you. But if it's something I can find out, I'll be more than happy to let you know. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. And I would say, if you're looking for a place, a city in Japan where maybe it's kind of a middle ground, it's not too big, not too small, well located, it has lots of good shopping, some historical places to see, gardens and parks, and all of that together, I would highly recommend it. It's definitely not as big or as difficult to navigate as Tokyo, and that's one of the bonuses. It's really easy to navigate around this city, very easy. So if you're even considering maybe living in Japan, I've considered making this area here, somewhere close to here, a permanent home for myself. But anyway, that's in the future. I'll figure that out later. Now seems to be a good time to go, because I think I'm going to have to go blow my nose. But anyway, it was good to talk to you all again, and I will see you sometime later. Bye-bye. Whoops.